Okay, the Halloween party is over. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. The Halloween party is over. I've changed the sign to say play reading, Tuesday, 6:30. I pleated this kilt, okay? I just, the pleats are falling out the back. I thought I did good. Anyway, this is how it looked. This is not a great picture of me. Yes, that is the joke. I did get asked if I knew the song. I sang a portion of the song, and then the person asking for me to sing the song got cut off. Ring die diddly I-O. Oh yeah. Get some extra ream of paper script over here. It's really nice today. It's a little bit cool for me, but that's fine. I gotta get everything locked up because my FBI agent will be back shortly to come get me. I've had enough of today. Absolutely enough. But I got my kids picked up. I checked calendar stuff with their dad. So we're settled on we do not need to change any weekends around it. We know where they're going to be for Thanksgiving break. And that's all well, fine, and good. And then I took them to go pick up a couple of things at the grocery store. And yes, you can get a soda. And yes, you can get a little small snack. Keep it under $5. And this turned into them having a major argument. And then somehow they were blaming me for each other's actions, and I've had enough. So anyway, my kids are in trouble. I have a splitting headache, and I have so much stuff going on aside from that. It's dinner time. I've got a grilled cheese sandwich and a can worth of tomato soup to dip it in. That's fine. And a 0 sugar Dr. Pepper because I'm a sugar fiend. And diet is the best I can do right now. I'm gonna find something to watch, shut my brain off. But my door is shut, and they better stay in their rooms because if they start fighting again, I'll take away all your electronics. I'll put them on the phone with their dad and be like, sort them out, because I've hit my limit. And tomorrow I'm supposed to go to the high school and ask them for papers that Bruce needs for his learner's permit. They're both teenagers now. Them being teenagers, that's probably it. That's probably what's causing this. Alright, I was watching a Hugbee's video, but I'm kind of falling asleep. I'm really tired from the last couple of nights. Things are not going so great. I just realized that you can see a couple of my airlocks over here. Yeah. Those are just getting started, and I've got my closet door open because I'm worried about the amount of cold air damaging the stuff I've got brewing, so I need to put down some insulation in the closet floor. Whatever, that portion of the floor is kind of warm. That'll allow this stuff to get started. And then I'll get it squared away later on. In the meantime, I just have to make sure I don't kick it over on accident. I should be fine. Yep, things are progressing, I guess. As things do. Also, I got a few things to take care of tomorrow. And then we'll have the whole play reading and stuff Tuesday night. I'm gonna get some rest now. Okay, we are trying to get everything together. because there's a lot of paperwork involved. I'm trying to go get Bruce his learner's permit, learner's license, whatever. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. They're not in school today, so this is the perfect day to do it. Turns out the DMV doesn't have any actual, you know, scheduled appointments until April. So we're going to try for a walk-in. Alright, Halloween night, not doing too bad. I give my kids permission to run around the neighborhood.
Feed the chicken the pumpkin seed.
As soon as the sun is down properly. It's dinner time. I'm having a giant strawberry soda, mashed potatoes, and a breaded pork chop. And I'm about to get into a Zoom rehearsal. I'm only going to unmute myself when it's time for me to speak. It's been a busy day. It's been a really rough day. Okay, it took me long enough, but I got my September 18th through 24th video. Not just uploaded, but I did the description finally, and the thumbnail finally, and it's now public. I'm over a month behind still. My goodness, I've been busy. I also posted a final short for Sober October. Completed it tomorrow night. Seems the house is shaking a little bit. That might be from the washing machine, or it might be from the wind, because we are having some rain. Tomorrow night, November 1st, I'll get my Goody Proctor on. I've got a combination of different Renaissance fair clothes out that I can mock up just enough to be passable in a dim room, which is the plan. Witches. Puritans. Just layer on the black. Cover it, you know, neck to wrist to floor, and we're good. I got this. I got this. What I don't got is camera stability right now, or battery, apparently. I gotta get some sleep, because the very first thing I gotta do in the morning, at the crack of baloney, is I gotta try to get one of these walk-in appointments for Bruce to try to get his learner's permit. I don't know who made the decision that the walk-ins need to be scheduled, you know, a few days in advance, or that DMVs only work by appointment now, or why is there never enough people at the DMV, you know, to work there? The DMV is its own circle of hell, I promise you. It's just some kind of purgatory that we all have to suffer in order to be able to drive. Before making the attempts to get all the paperwork together and go to the DMV today, though, we swung by a small cemetery where a couple of my friends are buried. These folks were very, very kind, very sweet. They were not drag racing. They were not on any interesting chemicals. They were not goofing off. They were experienced drivers with their kid in the back seat, driving tired, pushing to get home from a wedding in Minnesota, and their vehicle rolled. That was a long time ago. That was well before Bruce was born. I really wanted him to remember that this is real and never goof off behind the wheel. I gotta get some sleep. This month has been a lot. Like, a lot. I ate some candy because we had no trick-or-treaters. Somebody had to do it. But now I'm going to sleep. I gotta get up early. You would not believe the morning that I had today. Apparently you have to try really hard to get a walk-in appointment first thing in the morning. I did that, and right as it turned 7:30, there came available a walk-in appointment on the website for the DMV to try to get Bruce's learner's license, learner's permit. And so I snatched that up as fast as I could. And what I wound up with, my goodness, was 8:05 today. I thought they had walk-ins for like the next day, day after. Nope. Like, you got half an hour to get to the DMV, Sarah, and your kid is half asleep. But luckily, we already had everything, all of it, including his written exam was completed online. So we went in, gave them all the things, filled out some more stuff, and then they did his vision test, took his photo, got his thumbprints, all of it. He now has his permit. And I let him drive after traffic, of course, to the high school. And it was shaky and awkward. And I went home and I apologized to my dad for the way I used to right the shoulder really hard, because Bruce was doing the exact same thing. If I never hear the words maintain your lane again, as long as I live, it'll be too soon. And now I've gotten the background slides done for the play. I have gotten the play reading. I've gotten the sign changed from Tuesday to tonight. And then I'm going to have to change that back later. Oh, it's going to be long. I've got the cider in the church kitchen fridge. I have the room set up where we're waiting when we're not on stage. And I made this happen. Yes, I staged my FBI agent as the hands of John Proctor. FBI agent can't be part of the play reading because night shift. I'm going home. I'm gonna see if I can clean up in my phone a little bit because I got no space whatsoever. I had a pot of porridge on the stove when I had to run out the door and get back to reheat it, and it seems John ate most of it. But other than that, everything's going great. We got a bit of a storm rolling in, so this should be fun. And I've dressed up like a Puritan, and I'm gonna go get tried for witchcraft now. I'm finally home. It's late. I have a burrito, so I guess it's dinner time. And cider. Hard cider. Okay, I tried to turn on a Mel Brooks movie, High Anxiety. It looked funny. I got just a couple of minutes in and realized I need to edit just a little bit, and then I need to go sleep. I managed a third of the next weekly video that I need to do. I have nothing going on tomorrow. I should clean up in here and rest. Lots of rest. And I can edit on my phone while I'm laying down. That's what I need to be doing. What I'm actually going to be doing, I don't know. I can't think that far ahead. I can't do it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do right by myself and rest. I'm gonna try to do right by myself and clean up in here. And then because the costuming got a little out of hand, and I'm gonna try to edit and get some stuff off my phone. I got a little bit of editing done earlier, but what I did not do was actually clean up in here. Oops. So anyway, I took a nap earlier. I've mostly been recovering. But while I was out taking my kids to school this morning, I stopped by the church to reload the little free pantry and change the sign. And then I had some unexpected help, so we got the setup for the play reading last night broken down and put back together, putting the church back to rights so that everything's in its place, because I don't want to mess with this next Sunday with daylight savings time making a mess of itself. But I got some rest. Mostly I'm doing okay. It's dinner time. This is a pot roast my mom made in the Instant Pot with some really weak gravy that I made from a roux and the drippings because I wanted some gravy. It's not as brown gravy should be, but it's the correct thickness and it tastes okay. Roasted some potatoes in the oven using a garlic parmesan infused olive oil and some bacon salt. And then I also made some of my really addictive, it's hard to stop eating them, like potato chips, Brussels sprouts that are covered, they're cut in half and tossed with sliced up garlic and then covered in a blackberry balsamic and roasted with the potatoes. So that's all good. And then my dad found this, my dad had actually picked up on my efforts and decided to jump in with me for the last half of Sober October. Good deal. And it's November 2nd. He found a recipe for a winter spice old fashioned, and it was a little too strong for me, so I added some of my only fermented to kombucha level sort of apple cider to thin it out a little bit, make it a little fizzy, just a little. And there's a cinnamon stick floating around in there. And it's actually pretty good. I have a harder time with whiskeys and bourbons, actually drinking them. Makes my esophagus unhappy. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good little cocktail. I'm gonna watch some TV. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna keep relaxing. I don't really have any obligations until it comes to getting my kids to school in the morning. What am I gonna do with myself? I'm starting to think that I liked it better when that bulb was out. A little better. Alright, I've managed to watch the last episode of The Expanse. Just altogether a brilliant series. Just top-notch stuff. I watched The House on Haunted Hill. It's an old Vincent Price movie. I had previously seen it before in black and white, but this time I was watching the colorized version, which I think made it even creepier, more realistic. I think I put my finger on what's so unnerving about his voice is he's got a high voice for a guy. And really, he kept it all his life. He even sounded like that in Edward Scissorhands. Kind of a high voice, but with a deep rumble underneath. It's like layered. Creepy. So anyway, I finished that, and I also watched an episode of Breaking Bad because John has been making a whole bunch of Breaking Bad jokes and he wanted to check it out. So I was like, okay. He saw the bathtub falling through the floor bit. Yeah, that was That was goopy. I gotta get some sleep. I'm having kind of a lazy day, but I'm doing something I haven't done in months, which is I'm actually tracking my food today. I haven't been feeling great. I know my weight's coming back up, and that is the biggest reason for the not feeling great. So, back after it. It hasn't been difficult so far. I have fixed the edge of Bruce's blanket that was coming apart. It's in the washer now. Getting some other stuff done. I cleaned the kitchen trash can. I actually made breakfast this morning. And I spent the better part of, I guess, an hour and a half organizing the church storage for the little free pantry food. Most of it was cases and cases and jumbled bags in a pile on the floor in the middle of that room. Drives me up the wall. I need to get some editing done. But I'm watching Gunsmoke, so I don't know if I will. Got no editing done. Got laundry done, not editing. Running out of space on my phone. It's dinner time. I'm having another diet strawberry soda, and my mom grilled some burgers. She put cheese on them, probably American cheese. I put some honey mustard on the bread, not diet bread because mine was moldy. I added some chopped red onion and some dill relish. And then these chips are actually a pumpkin and corn chip with basically cinnamon and spice. Decent amount of calories. I have to log it still, but I'm doing pretty reasonable. And I'm still watching Gunsmoke. It's been a weird night. I did watch another episode of Breaking Bad tonight. And Bruce figured this was, super last minute and best possible time to ask, Mom, can you put a hood on my cloak? And can it be like Assassin's Creed kind? I have scrap paper around. It's turned into cutting fabric and I've got to clean all of this stuff. But we also went for a driving lesson that took over an hour. Holy dang. And so it's been a productive evening. But not productive on getting any editing done. Oops. It's dinner time. I've been out driving with Bruce. It's been a really long day. This is a pulled pork sandwich with honey mustard, low-calorie barbecue sauce, and cheese and red onion, and a pickle, and a half glass of my apple cider. So I did get some editing done. Thank goodness. Not quite done with my next video, but it's coming along a lot faster than the last couple of videos went. So, hopefully I'll start catching up. Maybe. Had to do with the beginning of the bathroom reconstruction. Yikes. Anyway, I'm watching YouTube videos, mostly Reddit videos, because they'll go through all the work of actually reading the stuff, and I can just sit here and listen and goof off on games on my phone. So I get both entertainment and also fun game time and stuff. Progress on my games. I'm trying out Mist Play currently. Not sponsored. But I already have gotten a $10 payout on that. That was pretty quick. But part of that was they give you the first half of payout worth of points to start with. Probably in the hopes that you'll keep it up trying to get that second one, which is taking a bit longer. So, malicious compliance for me. Okay, it's a little bit chilly this evening, but it's supposed to get down to 9 degrees before morning, so morning in which I have nothing going on. Thank goodness. It'll be nice to just take a day and relax. I watched some TV with John, and he wasn't doing too good staying awake. And I was doing my Duolingo stuff, hopping back and forth between German and Spanish. And it's really irritating. I lost a heart, like a video game life, for the dumbest reason possible. My phone microphone doesn't seem to be really consistent with the app. So I know I said Wo ist Österreich correctly, but the phone didn't pick it up. And so it's like, I kept my streak up. So I'm gonna let go. I'm not gonna do it. So, I'll try again to get some more practice in tomorrow. I think I have it set for 2 minutes. 2 minutes to keep my streak up. And I don't think I'm specific about which language qualifies the 2 minutes or both. Anyway, it's late. It's been a weird day. Bruce asked me to take him to IHOP, and I was like, absolutely not. But if it's hash browns you're after, there's 2 large potatoes in the kitchen. There's a little bit of prompting, but I did get him to shred the potatoes, and it was awesome. I had John set up pancake mix and get eggs out for me. We all had a really decent breakfast. And my parents don't normally get hash browns the way my family usually makes them, because most restaurants don't cook them that long. And it's a whole thing, but these turned out really good. And then, I cleaned a bit, cleaned up the shredded potato that Bruce managed to get everywhere from the grater. And then I made some interesting cookies, which is done with a box of spice cake mix and a big can of pumpkin. And I pulled this off of a B. Dylan Hollis recipe, but I added an egg because I didn't feel like it was binding correctly. So added the egg, cooked them for the appropriate amount of time, and they held up really well. And it's not quite a cookie, it's more like a cross between a muffin and a cupcake, but it's still pretty good. I know everybody else is setting up for build your own pizza night, but I'm probably just gonna get a can of ravioli. I'm a little bit tired. We haven't had a whole lot going on today. It's pretty relaxing. My mom went out to the store earlier, and Bruce is watching some kind of anime on the TV in the living room. The Roku that I moved from in here to the living room doesn't get used very much, so I'm hoping. What is up with my hair? I'm hoping that if he's using it, that other folks might, expand their horizons a bit, because PBS commercials irritate the living daylights out of me. Because it's always the same 3 commercials and the same 5 programs. Whatever. Anyway, the anime is loud. John's video games are loud. Well, his conversation with his friends playing the video game is loud. And I ate too much today already. I'm still gonna eat more for dinner. Okay, Bruce is loudly putting a pizza together. I don't have the energy to do that, so I microwaved a bowl of ravioli, because I've already been cooking today. Straight out of the can. I didn't even put Parmesan on it. Whatever. I have a bunch of clothes I have to fold and put on hangers and stuff. I haven't been doing a lot outside the kitchen aside from that. This is a lemongrass CBD soda. I add stevia, so while it is technically 0 calorie, I'm still sweetening it. But there's no calories in stevia either, and it tastes pretty good. I was not expecting lemongrass to taste that good, but I'm happy with it. I'm gonna watch some Hugbees, probably, or whatever YouTube stuff will amuse me. And I'm sure John's gonna want to watch TV in a while. I'll find something. I'll probably be playing games on my phone the whole time. Alright, I'm awake a little bit late, but to be fair, there was a time change. So I don't know. Apparently in the spring we're gonna spring forward and then just stay forward forever. Kind of looking forward to that. I wrapped up my day watching some Game of Thrones, some goofy videos, scrolled TikTok for a while. I think my brain will shut off now. I think I can get some sleep. And first thing tomorrow, church. But I don't actually have to do anything till after the service is over, so if I come rolling in a little late, especially with the time change, no big deal. What I do need to do is get a whole bunch of art installed after the service. Today was nice though. But I think I'm done for the night. Thanks for sharing my week with me.